कृपया ध्यान दीजिए. The language used on the podcast may not be fit for consumption. We warn you, tread carefully. But listen, yaar, don't be so conservative. Technology is changing. We're now more connected with our friends and family than ever before. We have more access to information now and better healthcare infrastructure. I know all this because I'm a student of science. We also have more choices when it comes to what food we eat, what phone we buy, and what car we drive. The new Volvo XC40 Recharge is an all-electric car based on Volvo's award-winning compact luxury SUV, the XC40, and it gives you the best electric experience without any compromises. The XC40 Recharge brings a whole new meaning to innovation, performance, and sustainability through a 400 bhp engine, a range of almost 400 kilometers, and use of sustainable materials in both the interior and exterior of the car. The XC40 Recharge is Volvo's most inspiring and caring compact luxury SUV yet. Get a test drive now at a Volvo showroom next to you. The XC40. The XC40.
Yeah, just changed into the shirt immediately after doing that. That was really tough for an item number specialist like myself, but I pulled it off. I just want to add there's a vacancy, as we say in India, vacancy, and the vacancy is for. Let me just go through the thing. The Queen passed away, God bless her, and then he gets elevated, Charles, and becomes the king. So the Prince of Wales, and that goes to maybe William or somebody else. But then William's princeship or dukeship is empty. Somewhere down the line, there's a vacancy or a vacancy, and I would like to put my hat in the ring. I want to be a royal. I feel I'll make a good royal because I don't really want to do anything, and I feel royals don't do much. So that's my thing. I want to be a royal. To answer this question and more, we have Ayushi, who may or may not join us from a location in the south, and she has. We have Abbas in the studio, wearing a sweater and become the new Silvery. It's so hot in that bloody studio, really. I can't
Very hot,
understand.
extremely
And
hot.
we have
Mostly because I'm here. What up?
yeah,
Thanks.
just you, and it's so hot. And we have Kajol, who's joined us from her living room, because that's what comedians do. They spend lots of time in their living rooms. Who she's got a new show on a new medium, which is similar to ours, which she can't talk about because that'll be like wrong. So
That's sweet
please
of you
don't
to mention it, though. Thank you.
Yeah. What would it be called if it was there, but we can't mention it?
Let it be. Let it be. Let it be.
Let it be, like the Beatles' last album. Fantastic. Oh, okay. Let it be then. That's the name of the show. All right. And who's the host of the show?
I think I am.
You.
No, I'm not the host. I'm the mentor.
Yeah. Oh,
I'm the
but
mentor.
also, this is the first time I've heard your Volvo thing in the beginning, and let me tell you, I am sold. I am buying this car.
And let me tell you, you're the right person for the Volvo. Let me just give you where the pricing starts at. Abbas, Kajol,
Yeah.
leave the room. Let's get the right customer. Yeah, but listen, I drove the car. I'm not going to plug it because they're sponsoring a few of our shows, etc. But now I feel really bad. I don't feel like going back to my terrible Japanese car whose name I won't mention.
They didn't give you a free car? I thought they would. You are famous enough for that.
Well, not only did they not give me a free car, but let me tell you the experience. I hope they keep it in the Spanish is right there so you can verify yes or no. Yeah, the last shoot we did, a very important personality from Delhi, who's I won't give away names and things and all because it's supposed to be a surprise. We passed the
Prime
ceiling.
Minister.
Rahul
Well,
Gandhi.
almost that high. We passed the C-link, and as I passed the toll, I didn't pass the toll because the toll had not been recharged. The link tag thingy.
Fast tag.
Now wait. Ayushi, don't laugh yet. Okay, now the car was ahead of me with one set of people shooting, and behind me, I don't know where those guys were. And in any case, there were 3-4 other cars honking away while the argument was going on, and I have no money with me ever. So our client, our guest, had to pay. And it's there. We have the footage. I sheepishly said thank you while he took out the money and gave it. And this is just the legend that happens. What can we do? Beautiful experience.
Ours is the only show which gives you the behind the scenes and making of before the show airs.
No, yeah, this is the making of. We can't do any better. Just ask Parish if he'll keep it. It's there. The footage is there.
Are you gonna keep it, Splash?
He must keep it.
He
Yeah.
says he's gonna keep it. Yes.
Excellent. Just to prove
Everyone loves BT. Like the behind the scene always, I think it
You know what I've been
people
watching?
relate to it a lot more than even what is shown. Everyone loves to see what's happening behind.
I've been
It's
watching
way more.
BTS of porno films. You know how they prepare.
They're boring
post,
as
all
fuck. They're really
But
boring.
just the clinical
That
aspect
And I
of
think
it,
exists.
Abbas knows because he's seen
Yeah.
very interesting.
porno film
Because
being shot.
they just make the
He's a
woman
writer for
stay in the
porno
same
films,
pose
Kajol.
and they click like a hazard pictures of her, and then they just make it's just like any other photo shoot, which is
We've not
but
even
naked.
been like 4 minutes into the show, and you guys are
One
talking.
Cyrus
second,
brought it
guys.
up.
That's what I enjoy is that we make a lot of fun and say, oh, women are forced to do it, and I'm sure that all that is there as well. But they have a nice conversation between the people in the crew, and they're naked and they're talking about the sex act that was performed or whatever, and it's real fun. It's
No,
No,
actually
it's
quite
not.
mature and
the
evolved.
crew is naked. The crew is
I-
naked.
I'm not sure because they only show us the director walks in. There was a female director in this one that I watched, and she was clothed, but they have a nice conversation. It's actually quite. It looks like a happy environment. That's what I'm saying, and it's quite interesting that whole take, that
A
perspective.
happy environment. That's
Because
what you're
sometimes
going
people
with?
say that this is a terrible, dark blue film industry and all that coming back from our time. I
Film.
wish I
One second. Question.
film.
This is what
uh,
you saw was
Film.
not in India, right? This was a foreign porn film.
I in India, I don't think it could be anything but depressing. I can't see it any other way.
Surely there's topics, Abbas. There must be. There
In
has to be
India-
Wait,
something
Kajol has
else.
shown interest. Now we can carry on. It's a dialogue now. It was a monologue. You're right, Ayushi. Now it's a dialogue because
No,
she
but
wants you to look at the threadbare. Fair
in
enough.
India, the porn that is released is actually the behind the scenes of a normal film. So you can't go behind the scenes of a behind the scenes. Get it? Get it, guys. Okay, moving on. So
The joke was good,
It was
but we are
bad
all
and then you
visualizing
ruined
films in
it.
our mind now. All three of us have a different movie. So like I'm
I know.
thinking, you got to think of which film comes to mind immediately. With the
No,
porno
man.
effects.
I mean, as someone who recently shot a
Brahmastra.
film, as I've mentioned, Cyrus, not a porno film, but by the renowned R. Balki. For one scene, I had to wait a
does.
day,
You
day
were
and
in
a
a
half.
movie?
Yeah. I'm playing a bartender in a movie
In
But
directed
you
by
already
R.
did that.
Balki. No, it's not released yet.
Oh, didn't release yet. Okay,
Yes.
Oh, that's
But-
sad. But we can. Are you going to invite us all to the premiere?
Sure. If I get an invite, I'll definitely call all of you. all.
Just not to be rude,
this
but
is like
is it a
when I was trying to
prominent-
get invited to Akash's wedding. This is all bad. Like nobody on this panel is really my friend
You
anymore.
weren't invited to
Ah.
Akash's wedding.
I was the only one who wasn't invited. To
I'll tell you
Akash's
why.
wedding.
Maybe the wife is
No, I
insecure
wasn't
about
either.
women, so women aren't invited. Kajol, were you invited?
Yes, but I didn't go.
Really?
What the fuck?
Yeah,
Is
and
it
he
the
has a
distance?
beef with Kajol, and still he
Oh, right. Sorry,
invited
young
her.
beef.
No.
No, he still
There's a-
invited her, and
How
I'm his
sweet.
friend, and he didn't invite me.
One sec. The insult is on Ayushi, not you. He has
Yeah,
a
I'm
beef
a
with
Gujarati.
Kajol,
I
still
thought
called
that he
her.
would invite me as a Gujarati, but he did not.
I think you're a far more wealthy Gujarati, and he's pretty wealthy himself, so that's a problem. You don't want the super wealthy there to
So
show
are
you
you
off.
are you in
You
your
might come on an
ancestral
elephant
land right
yourself.
now,
Yeah.
Ayushi?
I am actually in Gujarat. I am in Gujarat
Yeah.
right now. I'm not in a classroom. I'm in a makeshift
Yeah,
conference room.
Felt like you're gonna take a marker and start doing sums now.
I know
Can you-
but this is
Hey,
not a
listen,
whiteboard.
your life
It's
is
just
more
a wall.
interesting than this stupid podcast set of events that will follow about a
But you
World
know, guys,
Engineer
I
Day
did-
and all that. So
I did take a picture for you all today, which goes with my theme of I don't know. Will I show this? How will it work?
Will you show this? We'll find
listen,
out.
it's a live show, so you don't have to hurry anything up. Just take your time. Look at it properly.
Look, it's a ship.
Oh, you
Oh.
picture of a
It's a
ship.
ship.
But
No,
is-
well, I'm at the port. I'm in Kandla in Gujarat, Gandhidham, and for work, my actual job, not
Right.
this. And I was at the port today, and there were a lot of vessels and ships and stuff. And I thought of you guys, and I was like, "Wow, if
Wow.
only they could see me now."
Hey,
Anyway,
were they empty vessels?
No, that's
they
just
make
me. I
more
make a lot of
noise?
noise.
Stop. I gave it to you. I
is
give
this
it to
a
you on a
port?
platter. Come on, guys. Say thank you. Say thank you, everybody.
Thank you, sir.
Kajol has
Is
a
it a port?
question.
Is this a port where they catch all those drugs all the time?
No. This is
Gujarat.
not an Adani.
There's no
As if
drugs
she's gonna
allowed.
say
Adani
yes.
port. This is not an Adani
Oh,
port.
man.
Okay.
Wow. Kajol, you're
Yeah,
so
we
innocent.
named names.
It's almost
Yeah.
like you're an NRI. You don't know what's really going on in the country. Yeah.
So today's
what were you
world,
doing?
today's
Wait,
World
one second, I don't know
Engineers
what
Day.
she's doing. Then we'll one second. What are you doing in Gujarat exactly? Can you tell us? There's a conference, right?
No, there's no conference. I don't
Why are
know
you wearing the red
read that.
tag? There's a red
That's
tag.
my
On.
company tag. It's like we have a
But you
company.
own the company. Why would
thing.
you wear the tag?
I don't own the company, but it's like my ID
Okay, who
card,
owns the
like, you know.
company? Let's get this elephant in the room. Let's look at it right in the eye. Who owns the bloody company? My pop? Does my pop own the company, Ayushi? Is my
One of
father
the
the owner?
people. he is one of the people that is a shareholder in the company. Yes, that is true.
How can you be embarrassed to be rich all the time? Your whole life you've been
Because you
embarrassed.
guys make
Just
me
wear it now,
embarrassed.
now. Wear it and let it be.
Yeah, I
You're
get
taking
so
pictures
much
of ships.
shit all the
I took
time.
pictures of the dhobi to tell my mom he brought the clothes. Look at our lives; they're so different.
I don't
Abbas, you
own the
take me
ship.
further.
I don't own the ship
Oh,
that I
you're
took the picture
suffering,
of.
Abbas. Kajol, can you just because she's a woman, you never say anything to Ayushi. But if I spoke like this, you'd have attacked me and destroyed me, and nothing would be left but my eyebrows.
But
So
you always
please,
speak like this. So you need to be
Exactly.
attacked
What
at
is there
some
to
point,
say?
na, Cyrus?
So what do you even say to Cyrus when he's on a rant like this? You just have to accept that he does not.
that he's an empty vessel,
An empty vessel.
and there's lots
He's
of
making
noise.
noise.
Yeah.
But I was
Abbas,
here for
sorry.
work. Abbas, you have a topic? You have
Today is
something?
World Engineers Day, and we have an
Oh.
engineer among us.
Yeah.
Our engineer is Kajol. Kajol, anything you want to
Please
say
wish
before we
me.
begin?
Happy
Happy
Engineers
World
Day.
Engineers Day.
Thank you. Thank
Why
you.
is it
And
why is it celebrated as Engineers Day? What is the day today?
it
The-
is
for
it's
15th of
15.
September.
Okay, so somebody was born.
No, nothing like that. It is the
Oh,
Are you
day.
kidding
damn.
me?
It is
No,
the
no,
day
someone
where
was,
lots of
it's a
people who
birth
didn't get
anniversary.
into medicine had to take engineering. Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Correct.
that's also there.
Mm.
That's also
Abbas,
there.
when is World Dentist Day?
I think
When do you want it to be?
32nd December.
That's right.
That
Yes.
sounds about right. That sounds, and
I'm
that's
not a big fan
works
of
for Abbas,
dentists. I
non-existent.
find it a horrible profession, actually, to be honest. I mean, in the sense that you keep your mouth open, but you can't talk. Can you imagine how torturous
Paid
that
for
is?
my education, so
I know
I
that.
think it
It's
worked
not
for me.
I'm not against dentists. I'm talking about the whole act of doing it. You
Why
have to
though?
keep the guy's mouth
But it must
open, the
be tough for
saliva.
Cyrus. Like his mouth is open, but he can't talk, and there's no. It's just he has no control over the situation.
Something
The
Say
is
this
patient,
enjoy
not the
it.
doctor.
No, my uncle's a dentist, and he loves seeing me scream in pain and terror on
Huh?
the dentist chair.
What are you? Okay.
Yeah, dentists
Huh.
are a bit of
They're
sadists
sadists. They're sadists.
in
And I
real life.
tried biting his hand once or twice. So,
What is wrong with
Okay.
you?
This is a very strange relationship. I would like to report it.
so he
Uh,
warned me. So the next time you bite my hand, I will give you all your teeth in your hand.
I think you need
Is
to
he
stop
a
going
comedian?
to him. There
Because
are
I feel he's
better
a better
dentists.
dentist. Huh.
Surely.
No, but I'll tell you that fear in the eyes also, doctors, surgeons get off on that sometimes. That's scary,
Yeah.
right?
yeah,
Because they can tell
yeah.
the fear, the relatives' fear, your fear. I wonder
Totally.
It's a
how do you deal
power
with that?
thing. It's definitely a power trip for people.
Yeah,
I mean, it's your authority figure, and they're so much more qualified than you that you're constantly having to defer to them. I mean, they could say anything and you'd
Yeah.
believe them, right?
There's a
such
little talk down that happens.
there's
I
too
do
much
notice
trust.
that. Yeah. There's
Yeah.
a talk down in the tone, not so much in the actual words, but there's a condescension of sorts. I would say subtle,
Yeah, there is.
subtle. Yeah.
And it gets worse
God,
when you
we
tell
just
them, but I
abuse
read
surgeons and
that
dentists.
and they hate it, when you come in with some research of your own, where they're like, which I get,
Beca-
but sometimes you're like,
because
look, I
of
read that it
Google.
could be
Google.
this.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
Cyrus, you got a phone.
Well, it's a toy, and my mom takes it back at 7 in the evening. I'm allowed to play with it
Aw.
till then.
No,
Yeah.
so you have it for 40 more minutes.
Yeah,
But sometimes they
where we won't have the audience. I can guarantee you for sure. It's
Do we
slipping
have
away.
an
Sometimes-
audience right now? I don't know.
We do. We
have
do.
like 150 people watching.
Thursdays are
Are
lowest
you
day.
kidding?
Thursday evenings are lowest
Yeah.
day. Yeah, it's the day everybody
Sometimes
does it.
dentists bullshit you also. Like someone will come saying that there was some treatment done and now the tooth is this thing bothering me. They just take the drill and put it near the tooth. Don't do anything.
Yeah.
Take it out.
Make the
I'm
sound.
like no, and then they're like ab dekho theek hai, and the person is like ab theek hai, because psychologically the patient thinks ke yeah, he fixed it for me. A lot of my friends in college did this.
What's
We
the
do
fuck?
that with
to stay.
Kunal's
Yeah.
makeup. With Kunal's makeup, we do that. He said, "I'm looking horrible." We say, "Yeah, don't worry, Just from far do things like that without touching, and then
Yeah.
just convince him." It's a placebo sort of effect kind of thing.
Yeah,
I'm
placebo
okay with
effect.
that.
Correct.
As long as you go back feeling better, how does it matter
Yeah.
what the treatment was? Honestly,
Yeah.
Do
Yeah.
you feel
Okay.
better though after? Like, explain that to me.
Yeah,
Is
because
is that
psychologically
true?
you're like, I was treated. The patient doesn't know.
Abbas, I have a theory. If you're basically
Yeah.
ugly, why do you even
Hmm.
bother with all this? You shouldn't go to
I
the
try my
dentist. Just
best.
no,
Are
not
you talking
personally.
about
You're very
specifically?
pretty.
That seems
Yeah.
very
No,
rude.
never do that. And how it'll be a pot calling the kettle Abbas. And in our country, Abbas being a minority and a kettle, that'll be hard for him. So I don't want to get into
Hey, Misha
Oh.
Singh, engineers have been left behind, and you're talking about dentists.
that.
as
Abbas
it should
hijacked
be.
the show.
If you think about it, engineers are kind of like biology based. Sorry, dentists are kind of like biology based engineers.
no.
There's a lot of structural
No.
changes that they do,
No,
and they
that-
No,
like,
her setup was
That
wrong,
is-
but what she
yeah,
said is
I
right.
know.
Wrong.
She just
setup.
took a-
Wrong setup.
You just set
That's
up and
fine.
set it up.
Just-
I changed it.
I will defend
changed
my
it.
rich cousin. It's fine.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
But you got what I
whatever.
mean. It's kind
Of
of
course.
in the engineering
It
realm.
is. It's architecture in a sense.
It is.
One second.
It's
One second.
That's a
I
word.
will
It's
biological
defend-
architecture because your
I will
structures are coming in.
defend.
Yeah,
I will
go ahead.
defend
Yes.
engineers and architects. Okay,
Because you have an
dentists
uncle
are
who bites
serious.
you and you have
No,
a engineering
I bite
degree.
him.
Go
I
ahead.
bite him. No, my point is this.
Stop
Okay,
saying
I'm-
that. I've got young children.
Wait.
I can't explain this podcast
No,
now.
you let
It's
me,
like an
let me
episode of
finish.
The
I
House of
bite
the
him.
Dragon.
No, you don't bite him. You're a grown adult woman. He's your uncle.
Biting is fine. Now listen. Okay.
No!
my point is this.
Two,
No!
consent, two consenting adults can bite each other however they
Exactly.
want.
Uncle
Yeah.
and niece?
This is like
okay.
an episode of The
Whatever.
House of the Dragon.
Oh, Baba,
So
you
that-
know, I
doesn't
can't.
Doesn't Peter give you a little nip at
You
times?
guys don't want me to talk about the porn behind the scenes, which is a clinical discussion, a scientific
We
in a
were
sense
fine with it.
discussion,
Ayushi
or a
has a
social
problem.
setting.
Yes,
You're
I do.
telling me
I'm
what's
going to say
up.
I
No, no.
have a problem with it.
It's as the co-host of the show.
I-
It's only fair I give equal airtime to all my panelists. So, Kajol, your rebuttal.
No,
No,
this
but
is
my
a little
point
bit
is that listen,
more
no, listen to me,
this is a
Cyrus.
up in the air
non-topic.
there.
Listen to me, Cyrus. My point is this: I'm scared to death of dentists. Okay, so the moment I enter the clinic, I'm like, "Give me Novocaine, then you do what you want." Okay, before I open my mouth, I'm like, "I want Novocaine," and it's every time it's an argument. Like, no, I will not give you Novocaine. We will do drilling without Novocaine. Now,
Yeah.
engineers don't do that shit. Okay, like you come.
Have you
tell
seen
me
the drilling they've done? We have 3 bridges in South Bombay that have collapsed.
Yeah,
They
they
need the
should
bloody
have used
Novocaine.
some drugs. I think they should have used some drugs.
Oh, give us the
Ah.
Novocaine when we're crossing because we're going to go down anyway.
I
But
like
why would
that.
you not give
I'll
me
take that.
Novocaine? Is that like a
Yeah,
joke?
I was just about to say that because that's on their ego. The better the dentist is in his mind, like if he can do the surgery without anesthesia, he's a
Oh,
great
is that-
dentist.
What are
Yeah,
you saying?
it's
Yeah,
painful.
yeah.
So you don't even the
It hurts.
No, but that's their claim that I will treat you so well without anesthesia, you
so
won't
the
even
pa-
feel it.
Abbas,
Oh
to be
fuck!
honest,
I
so the-
felt it.
will you
I
stop
really
saying
felt
pornographic
it.
things? Kajol, what are you saying? They're all
Ah.
sexual things you're saying. Don't say all this. I'll get in trouble. Well, it's a very clean show. here.
Cyrus, when you do masters in dentistry, you're called an oral surgeon. I mean, how much more sexual can it get?
No, just tell me one thing. Tell me honestly. So you're saying
Yeah.
and your entire family, half of them are dentists. So
Hmm.
they actually, it's an ego thing for them, regardless of whether the
Yes.
pain is too much for the
So
person.
my dad
there.
will do the surgery and he's like, "Did you feel anything?" And he's my dad. I'm fucking shit scared of him. I say no because even though my everything is paining, and he's like, "Yeah, I knew it. I didn't give you anesthesia." I'm like, "Thanks."
It's
Oh
happening.
my
It's
God,
happening
someone
live.
is
This is what I told you.
Oh, poor Peter.
Brutality
Poor
call
Peter's been thrown away from the bed.
thrown out. And he's a very sweet dog who doesn't fight back. Can you hear her?
Why
Can you
can't
hear
you
her?
sleep on the bed?
This is
Why can't you
this is
sleep on the
better than
bed?
real wives
hear
of Bollywood, real life of Bollywood wives.
And
It's the
also the
animal
light
cruelty
is
in my
just
own
on
home.
Aisha's eyes, so she looks like demonic at some point.
It's
Wait.
not. It's what you're saying, Ayushi, is absolutely correct. It's nothing to do with the lighting. You have no idea. Yeah. And I need
Cyrus,
Novocaine.
can you
I need
shift it
Novocaine
back
every day.
now? I feel like we are intruding
Dr. Momin-
Aisha's space right now.
Yeah.
Was that
Dude,
Sriram's comment that you put up on screen? Sriram says we now have a day dedicated to the average TVF show audience. Okay, I don't know what that means because
Neither
Bollywood
do
wives.
I.
Yeah.
I do not know this
Engineers. I
Oh,
What is
TVF.
TVF?
supposed to be
Oh,
funny. It is supposed to be fun, but let's
Oh.
laugh anyway. All right?
Oh, so it's a,
Kajol.
Oh, look at
sweetie
that.
baby.
No, look who's
Look
come.
at that.
Look at the person who's come. Ow, ow. I can't hit me on the air like that, man. Right?
People
Sparsh,
know
you got
you're
your clip
so
for the
alive.
day.
Yeah.
Really? Can you hear her? If the dog is on your bed one more time.
Oh, we
I
can
think
hear
we
her,
don't need.
Cyrus.
I think we
We
don't
can
need the
hear her.
headphones to hear
One
that.
sec. Let me tell you who's the boss. You, I'm scared of you. You. Okay, so she had left the room before, but at least I had the guts to do it later. That's also 2 points for that.
So what's Kunal doing at home?
Aisha needs someone to talk to. No, we don't have any friends. You've met her, right? So we can't give Novocaine to our friends when they come. And, you know, have you heard the doctor Momin has told us we can't do that. Yeah. Please don't ask
Okay,
me
let's-
questions that I can't answer. I don't know why he's here. It's like, just like a running film. I can't stop it. He comes and goes.
Okay,
Yeah.
reminder for
wish-
the people watching, please like the stream, subscribe to the channel, share the episode if you like it. If you're listening to this on an audio medium later on, please leave a review. If you're listening to this on
What's
Apple
that?
Podcasts or Spotify, and rate us. Cyrus
Also,
is
you should
displaying some
watch
sort of
this
trophy
too,
right
or-
now.
I feel like people
That's my
should
wife.
watch
You don't
this
talk to
episode,
my wife like that.
on video. This episode should be watched on video because that clip of Ayesha beating
Yeah.
Cyrus, I mean, it's gold.
Also, we
Th-
started
that
putting
meeting-
shorter clips from the episodes individually. So, in case you don't have time to watch an hour and 15 minutes of an episode, you can see the funniest bits in a clip.
Yeah, by
on
the way,
Cyrus
why
why
don't
is
we
Like
do-
doing
cock and
that?
bull reels. You're making
I
cock and
wanted
bull
to
reels.
understand that. Abbas, I know this is a conversation we should have offline, but who is
Very
curating
much.
the clips on those short, like,
Okay,
funniest
curating
bits
is a
of
very
episode?
polished word.
Yeah.
The half an hour that Sparsh gets to take lunch break, he just selects the whatever 5 minutes on the show and gives it to our
Abbas,
editors, and he's like,
no, listen. I have a
"Chap
whole
do
thing.
ye."
Why don't we do one of the biggest things on the internet is unboxing? Why can't
Yeah.
we do an unboxing? We have a great opportunity every week to do it, and that
Let's
is we
do
take
it.
Silvery,
Yeah.
and we take off the clothes. We unbox him. What is
But
he
there's
really
so many
like?
layers.
Yeah, there's so many layers.
We
So let's
don't have
We'll be
enough
unboxing
time.
forever.
We have to
We don't
strip
have enough
Silvery.
time.
That's your
Yes,
great
we do
idea.
have
Strip
to
is a
strip
very
it.
loose word here.
Unbox.
We are unboxing him slowly to see what lies beneath. And
Why?
yes,
Do you
it
really
may
want
not
to
be.
know?
Why do we need
And
to
if
do
he's
that?
actually
I sort
wearing
of do.
boxers that day, it'll be literal unboxing.
Oh,
No,
Thank
we'll
you very
stop
much.
with the
Moving
boxing.
on.
Novocaine.
Terrible.
Ask him, father for Novocaine. I need some, please,
No,
brother.
all of you are stand-up comedians. All
Not
of
all
you.
of us.
Look, I'm not even a stand-up or a comedian. I'm an out-of-work actor. Please understand. I've been the same since the age of
Cyrus,
14.
you have
Yeah.
no idea what's been happening. So because I'm on your this infernal show, and because I say your name enough, my phone has started picking up. So now my YouTube suggestion videos is all of Cyrus's like golden age videos, like all your old stuff of when you that like award shows with all the Bollywood actresses, and like you on some American Indian Idol. I don't know what it is, and
I
it's
wanna-
just you. And I have taken some help from some items medicinal and watched these, and it has just made my life so much
Items
better. Thank you
medicinal.
so
Just
So
much.
you must have been
second.
cheering
Ayushi.
when she caught my hair and all that. You must have been one more from my side. I can see that.
Yes,
Teamwork.
yes, I
Yeah,
was
yeah,
so
yeah.
happy.
Yeah, Ayushi.
It's so
The
much
phone-
better than that Just Friends.
Hello, friends.
episode.
But I'm quite a classy
Hello,
guy.
friends.
You better accept that because I've never told anyone to watch or do anything or follow anything. And I really don't want to do it now, even though Abbas keeps saying, tell them to watch.
Yeah,
how can you do
please.
that? You should never do that. Can I tell them not to? I feel it's
No.
the right thing to do.
No,
I
you
usually
should.
just explain.
I am contractually obligated to do a topic from the sheet that Sparsh has provided to me. So the first
Is it
topic of the
contractual?
day.
Do you act? Is
No,
it
no,
actually
yes.
in your contract?
No
yes,
rubbish.
yes. It is.
Absolutely
Yes.
I
not.
don't think
Yeah.
so. Because
What, this
we've
show
done
doesn't have any
episodes-
process to it. What contract is he talking
because
about?
we have done episodes where there's not been one topic
But
discussed.
you guys
one.
are not working here. I actually work here.
So
I
action
have
will
my
be
job
taken,
on the
Abbas,
line.
because you did a show
Yes.
where the topic was not brought out at all. And now what
It
will they
will
do?
be.
Talk you
Yes.
1 day's fee, so it'll be $8 less. What are you talking about, bro? Come
Seriously,
on.
man, let it go. We'll give you the $8. You can take it out of our episode fee.
You should have married Ayesha because if she got angry and pulled your hair, guess who won? Guess who won? Because he ain't got none. Can you imagine the frustration of trying to grab something that's not there? You got the guts, woman. I'm here. I'm ready. Come on, let's fight.
Abbas, topic. Abbas,
I know,
please,
right?
now give it.
Okay, so Cyrus, how would you feel if
In case she did hear that, then you may not see me
if
again. So,
you-
guys,
if
have a
you-
good weekend.
actually Cyrus is not the right person? Ayushi
Oh,
also
shoot.
isn't. Kajol is also not because she doesn't do a job.
God.
Hello.
Ask,
How would you
I
Sparsh
feel-
have a job.
If you quit your job and you were given a raise, which is
just want the
exactly what a US based company is doing. They're called Gorilla 76, and they give a 10% hike to whoever gives them a 6-week notice while leaving. They give them
That's
they
like a
give them
golden handshake only, brother. What's the big difference? That's when you leave
They-
and they give you a little money to like a severance package thingy or
They
voluntary-
basically no, but I think this company boosts your salary by 10%. So actually, it
Yes.
makes your last salary higher, which not only helps you in the interim to have the money, but also helps you as a good leveraging point at the next job because then you have a better salary to jump off of. I think it's pretty cool.
Okay. So Abbas, why do you do that? Don't do a topic now. Get fired and get a 10% hike.
But this is not Gorilla 76. This is IBM.
And this
is
happens
baboon
abroad. It doesn't happen
51.
in India.
We're known as Baboon 51. We're very similar. We're all primates here. Come on. Hold hands.
Sorry, Kajol, what were you saying? What happens abroad?
Sorry, Kajal.
All of this niceness happens abroad. In India, when you tell your boss you're resigning, there is a very cold and very horrible vibe which happens. I have given my notice period. I know.
Kajal, you sound
Right.
like my Parsi relatives now. That's beautiful. Is it Anita's influence? Everything in India sucks. Everything abroad is great. You just get that view after some time.
No,
Yeah.
in India, see, we can't take rejection, okay? In any part of society, that your boss can't take it. He takes it as a personal rejection.
When you
So I've
quit.
had my when you quit.
Do you think
Oh,
the
that's a
the
good point,
reaction is
actually.
different?
Male
Is
ego
the
is like
reaction?
that.
I was just about to ask that. Is the reaction different if the boss is not male?
No, the reaction is the same. It's just that we
Hmm.
can't take
Can
it
I,
that you walked out.
there are
I
studies
think
to
it's
show
a
that,
lot of times
alpha
like
females are very much like alpha males. Sorry, they're very similar. So the male, the gender thing goes out of the window when they go up the ladder finally. They become very similar in
Okay,
terms of
Cyrus, I'm
this
going to
ego
take off on
bruising.
you
No,
on this. One
that's
second.
yeah.
Hold it.
I
Hold
said
it.
there's data.
Hold
Did
it.
I say it's me? Did I do
No,
the freaking data? No, I'm just telling you. And now you
there's no
want to
data.
take
You
off
tell
on
me.
me. Join
You
the
tell me.
line. Join the freaking line. I got no hair
No, I
left.
Whole
agree,
concept.
Cyrus.
I'll be Abbas.
I mean, wouldn't the woman have to play down her femininity to get there in the first place because
Correct. Well played, dentist.
she's
है कोई
surrounded
जवाब?
by men?
है कोई जवाब, Kajol ji? Engineer?
Uh,
Engineer
one
man?
second.
Engineer
One
saab?
second. One second. My point is this. I think you'll have both worked with women in corporate spheres very, very long back. Things have changed completely nowadays. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Ayushi doesn't have to I don't know, smoke a cigar at her desk to get taken seriously.
That's true. I do it just because I enjoy it. No, but it's different now. It's different, and I think women like say what they want or like they.
How is it if
It's a comment back.
if the reaction is not being the if whatever if the female boss is not being more quote unquote humane, then how are things changing?
I don't want to
Empathetic
be more
than humane.
humane.
It's not
How
about
can you
Again, so
empathetic?
then you're aping your male colleagues, aren't you?
It's not
You should have set a
aping.
better fucking example then. You didn't. You set this example. So now I'm doing this.
Exactly
So
my
is that-
point.
She's
So
sounding
then
so
we
male.
go back to the vicious
One
circle.
second. One
She's
second.
sounding very male, no? Already.
Ah, you don't like it now. You don't like it. You like it when I'm nice and sweet and
That's
like,
what I'm
forward
saying.
Aggressive,
papa.
No, one
gali.
second. This entire trope you'll have in your head that women should be nice is also made up
Exactly.
trope. It's because we have
No.
been oppressed. Let's
Can you
start from
please
there.
be
We have been
nice to me?
oppressed.
No,
Look
I'm
what
trying to
where I
comment
come
it.
from. I finally find two other women to talk to, and this is how you treat me.
I
What
know, but
difference does
Cyrus,
this make?
Cyrus, you are the
Mom!
anomaly. Cyrus, you are the
Yeah.
anomaly. You are
Yeah.
oppressed. We feel for you.
Yes.
You are actually a
Thank
woman.
you.
You come
Thank
and
you.
you can be
I
on
am
our
a
side.
woman. I've been saying
I
that.
think you
Check out my
are.
eyelashes.
I know. And it's
I'm
a
coming
solid
at it.
C cup that you have going on. So as a woman, we like you. You can come on our side.
Okay, stop that, Cyrus.
Hey, Abbas, there
Yeah.
was a comment from VB, which right
Yeah,
when
can
Kajol
we
was making
have
that
that?
comment. Yeah.
So VB says,
Kajol,
Kajol, I'm experiencing that right now. The manager even rejected my medical leave yesterday and escalated it to the big boss, not the reality show. Yeah, that's a dick move. I mean, just because the person has applied for, has resigned.
wait, is this in
Speaking of
context of a
medical leave,
female boss? The immediate boss being
Arey,
female?
no, wait. I have a story, okay? My mom used to work in Sophia College. She was a social worker there. And we should live on the campus, okay? So once she took sick leave because she said, I've got fever. So in the evening, the doorbell rang and the principal, who was a nun, she was like, Hi, Anu, how are you? And she put her hand on her forehead. You know, it was
And your mom would have
And-
none of it.
how do you get it? And those are female bosses, by the way.
Yeah, stay where
Even
you are.
VB has
Stay
a
where you are.
female boss.
Yeah,
boss,
exactly. That's the
because
point. That's the point. That VB is
VB
saying the
just said-
female boss showed less empathy and escalated to the next boss,
Sorry,
male or female.
Cyrus, this entire thing about women having empathy is because it's a learned behavior on
What am I
our
saying?
part.
Yeah.
Because
Absolutely.
we do not have
I've
this.
read stuff where they've claimed. Okay, just listen to what I'm saying. Don't get angry yet. I'll tell you when to get angry. Simply saying that as they go up the corporate ladder, they tend to become similar in their ruthlessness and clinical. There's that side to being on the top.
As
of
a boss,
sort
you have to be ruthless. The whole
Yeah.
idea that you're
So just
assuming
those-
women are something different in that position is something
that
wrong.
they are more generous-hearted than men. I think, generally speaking, initially
No,
that
that
would be a
is
fair
that
assumption.
is your mistake.
No, it's not my mistake. I spend my time only with women because of that. Look what I got. I hate the
So
jackpot.
basically, what we are saying is that regardless of whoever is your boss, you're the one getting screwed as an employee.
That's what she's saying. But VB is pointing out
That's
something on
what
our
she
side
said.
of us as men who are trying to degrade women who achieve great things in
I
life.
am not trying to degrade. I'm saying if
Not
nothing
us,
changes, Go ahead,
I'm
Cyrus.
just looking. This is an example. Kajol herself gave an example of her mom was staying at the house when the principal comes in and does, that whole. I mean, that's a little fascist, isn't it? To come into the house and say, I know. And I mean, it's like Karan Johar early works. I mean, it's so unnecessary in the
Uh,
scene when you look at it.
You're saying Karan Johar's early works were fascist?
No, he has a certain style in cinema. So there's a certain colorful loudness to this act,
Right.
where there's vibrancy and there's hello. I can understand your point. Don't emphasize. It's like Kunal doing telling us a joke. There's always comprehension.
Kunal
Just
is
7
funny,
extra lines.
Cyrus, I don't know why you take his case so much.
Yeah, actually, even I used to feel that all the time. I used to be like, I don't know why we're supposed to like be Team Cyrus, anti Kunal, but I like Kunal.
Yeah. Yesterday I was watching that
Team
segment you
Cyrus.
did about Nasiruddin Shah and this Shabana Azmi being called sleeper cell. It was damn funny, and it was all Kunal.
But who wrote
Cyrus,
it?
I'm on your
Ask
side.
that.
Okay, we have to
Oh.
go into a break, Cyrus.
But the point about the female boss has not been, sort of.
No, but
Okay,
I'll tell
let's-
you,
let's-
give
let's
me
solve-
one.
resolve
If you
it.
give me 1 second, it's not even. I don't even think it's about female boss. Like just from my perspective, I'm a woman who works in a very, very male-dominated industry. Okay, I work in commodities. I work in like the surveying and inspection zone. It's very rare. Like I've been on board vessels where crew have wanted to take pictures with me only because they've never seen a woman on
So
board.
you know what engineering
doing
is
this whole
like.
thing.
Kajol had the same
Yeah.
problem. There were two
Yeah,
women
exactly.
in the whole, yeah.
Those jokes of like engineers and like the ratio, that's how it is. Like conferences, rooms where there's 2 women and like 100 men. That is my reality. So when people say like, oh, how you should like, you should be the change and be the more empathetic person and show that honestly, double middle. I could not care less about that shit. Like I'm there to get it done. Like, and if and this is a societal problem, but it's not on women to change this. It's not on us
Yes.
to suddenly be the more empathetic, nicer
I'm only
people just
asking
to
if
make you
genders,
feel
I'm actually
better.
bringing a
No.
secularism to the gender debate by saying that do they merge and become the same with power? Power corrupts the gender and it becomes genderless. There's no
Yes.
gender involved
Yes.
and you just have a power figure. Hence, as a power
Yes.
figure, they treat you in such a way. VB immediately supported the statement. I don't think VB intended to support. Just put it out there. This is what happened.
And I feel bad that VB got denied sick leave because that just sounds like an asshole boss. Like I think there is nothing. I mean, that's
So
just.
But
it
y'all
sounds-
are
it
only
sucks.
saying bosses have to be ruthless and hard.
Yeah, but
Yeah, I know.
but it's okay. I
But
know that there
no,
are
no,
times when people call me an
Abbas.
asshole.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. It's fine.
It's like a dentist, okay?
You
The
can't have
dentist
it
is
both
supposed to
ways.
do
You can't say
surgery.
you
No,
can't say the
dentist has
boss
to do
was an
surgery.
asshole, but hey, you got to be an asshole if you're a
No,
boss.
no,
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 so
no, no. See,
that's
dentist
only
has
the
to do
popularity
surgery.
contest.
He
That's
has to
not
No,
do
the
I
issue.
think it's
pain,
okay.
but he
It's
has
fine.
to
I
do
like how
Novocaine.
Kajol is explaining to me with the dentist example when I quit dentistry. I did not
But
complete
she's also
it.
telling you
I'm
like
not
you're
a
9
doctor.
years old. Abbas is even
No,
telling
I
you
want
like
to,
you're
but
9 years old. The tone is a little put down here. I felt.
which
She's
which
already the
reminds
boss.
me, we have a
Kajol has
show on
become
the
the
IVM
boss.
network called Explain Like I'm 10. New episodes every Friday.
Wow, that was
Please
really
check it
good.
out.
I like
And
But
we
that.
have
last
another
word.
show, a
Yeah.
show called Silvery will explain in 10 minutes because it's like in Bangalore there was a guy and just 1 second I've got it here.
I wanted to
Yesterday
explain
he
to
was like,
Antriksh
he couldn't
where
find
I
it.
was geographically. I wanted to explain to Antriksh. I was going to tell him I'm in Kandla and I wanted him to find it on a map on the show. And then I said it was Abbas and I was like, oh, he'll find it fast. He knows what he's doing.
I have no fucking clue where. Kandla? Is that the place?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Last word. Complete your dentist analogy, Kajol.
I finished. I'm just saying a
Oh, you
dentist
done?
has to do surgery. That is his
Yeah.
job. He might cause
Yeah.
you pain, but if he refuses to give you Novocaine, then he's an asshole.
On that note, we'll see you on the other side of this break.
A tweet from Amit Doshi saying incredible work by everybody, but I think it's for somebody else. He's obviously not watching the show.
That's not
It
our
doesn't
show.
matter.
This is not this
Can't be, right?
show.
Just check out his Twitter handle in the break, guys, and then we'll come back. Amit
Uh,
Doshi, what does he mean?
Hello. It's been another great week on the IVM Podcast Network. On Postcards from Nowhere, Utsav narrates the story of an 8-year-old Irish girl with a microscope and the hidden mental health crisis in Northern Ireland. On All Things Policy, the Takshashila folk question how lack of public transport and poor urban infrastructure affect Indian pockets. On The Longest Constitution, Priya decodes the constitutional balance between the judiciary and the parliament and also breaks down the laws around contempt of court. On Don Baika Gappa Aika, Avanti and Aparna talk about the festive season. They reminisce how festivities used to be in their childhood and the changes that have happened over a period of time. And on Cock and Bull this week, Cyrus, Vishal, Mohit and Kajol talk about the Bum Sakarwala family of Karachi and Beer Lovers Day. Once again, I'd like to remind you all, we have some amazing merchandise on the IVM Podcast website. Go to the website, ivmpodcast.com, and you can click the shop button and it will take you to our partners beyond follow. Do follow us on social media. We're IVM Podcast on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. And please do tell a friend if you're enjoying this show. Word of mouth does help us a lot. Also, wherever you're listening to the show, give us a rating, give us a review. That is always helpful. Also, do remember to check us out on YouTube. We have a number of channels operating over there. And finally, we'd like to thank our sponsors this week, HDFC Mutual Fund, TransUnion Sibyl, Volvo XC40 Recharge, Checkpoint Software, and Smallcase. Thank you so much for making this possible.
And
We're back.
1 second.
I
was
enjoyed
also thinking-
Amit saying Bum Sakarwala. Okay, I'm just going to put that in.
yeah. Really not a family he knew growing up in Karachi. But I'll just say this: look at all the female politicians and how powerful they were, right?
Oh, you're
Like a
still
Maggie
there.
Thatcher or a Jayalalitha or Mayawati or Mamata Banerjee today. You just look all around the world anywhere. Just look at them. Except, of course, I don't know about Truss. Truss I have no idea about, but we'll find out. I'm just saying. So all these leaders, they become, what is the word? Manified in a sense. That's the point. They get the
No,
bad
but-
qualities of men,
One second,
which include
one
all
second.
this.
No. You're taking the qualities of men as
Look
a
at the
base.
beating I'm going to get, Abbas. Now keep quiet.
Let me finish that sentence, Cyrus. You're taking the qualities of men as a base because that is how the world has been. It's been a man's world. Okay. So you're taking that as it's just a behavior of people under power. It is not specifically a gender thing. It's just that women have not had power for a long time.
And
No,
now
so what's
that we
your
have a
point?
taste of it,
My
why
point
not
is that
bring it back?
isn't there a sameness then? Once you get
But
to
it's
power,
a
there's a
sameness
sameness.
which derives from power. As a leader, you have to be ruthless.
No, but
I
that's
think
not good
Kajol
enough.
and I
Now,
agree
when
with
there's
that,
no
that it's
distinction between the female virtues and the male virtues or lack of virtues, so to speak. So once they reach a power position, they're all horrible or can be looked at as horrible.
I'm just saying that we assume that dogs are loyal and all dogs are loyal because it is something we are bred
Do you know
into
that
them.
police forces keep female dogs over male dogs because of loyalty? Loyalty,
What?
the female dog is more loyal than the male. It's relative, but it's true.
Is that
Most
real? Is
police
that true?
forces. Yeah,
I
it's
don't
true.
think so. I've not heard it.
Well,
What is your source?
come here with
Cyrus?
science. Always talk to me about science. I'm a science guy. All right. Give me science. SC, whatever it's spelled after that. That's what I am. Yeah.
Oh,
What is she
Cyrus
wiping
wants
her nose?
science.
Like Marie Antoinette. What's going on there? Abbas, sorry, let's go back to the show. I think we've exhausted the fascism.
Yeah, I
women
think
talk.
so. The best way to change track would be change track rather would be to go into our
That was good enough.
to our sustainability story of today, which is brought
Okay.
brought to you by the Volvo XC40 Recharge. So, Cyrus, a feel-good story I read today comes all the way from Kolkata, your favorite state, where we find a young man named Saket Mohta, who is the director of Merlin Group. Saket has a vision to make Kolkata a sustainable habitat through activities focusing on environment, public health, and education. How does he do it? Uh, Abartani, the first project Saket's recently launched, centers around integrated waste management. Currently
I
functioning in
can't
Kolkata.
understand what you're saying because I'm distracted by the two women. One is touching her face, the other one is moving all over the place. It's driving me nuts. I have ADD anyway. Look at Kajol, she's wiping her cheeks and all that in the middle. Yeah, what is she doing?
But don't you? Let me tell
She's
you what
threatening me
Saket
like
does.
this powerful woman figure. It's always threats.
What
Go on.
Saket does is he's currently functioning in Kolkata's neighborhood of Newtown. He's partnered with Kolkata Society for Natural Heritage to create awareness for segregating solid waste at source and sending the solid waste materials to self-help group women at a zero waste shop. This has helped reduce almost 58 metric tons of monthly carbon footprint, and it just goes to show that if we all work together, keeping our planet in mind, even these small things could contribute a long way in improving our lives and the lives of our children. And that was today's sustainability story powered by
Can
the
I tell you
Volvo
what I do every
XC.
single day?
Let me complete, Cyrus. Powered by
I-
the Volvo XC40 Recharge.
Oh, thank God! I let
Yes.
you complete. But I want to tell you, I do my bit every day. I used to let the AC run at 4:45 when I get up, but now I put it off because I would wait 2 more minutes while I wake people
Everybody
up and
slow
take them out of
clap.
the room. Yeah.
Slow clap, guys.
So
slow
basically,
clap.
you're
Thanks.
acting like my mother. Okay, she does the same thing. When she's done with the AC and whatever, it's put off.
Absolutely.
Everyone else can go.
She's an
fuck
alpha
themselves.
female. You see, she and me are the same. Misbehaving in the room that I own.
Again, like more parallels between you and powerful women. I'm telling you,
Yes.
Cyrus, You belong
Yes.
with us.
I'm a
You-
lady.
You
But
are. I think
I gotta tell
that
you,
song, that man, I feel like a woman, that should have been sung by you.
yeah.
100%.
The song I wanted was "Man, I'm Feeling a Woman," but that's so long ago. So I mean, I'll go with this one. Yeah, this is the one for me. But I do upset the missus immediately by putting everything off when I wake up. She hates that, and I'm
Obviously.
also a light put off for everywhere, including IVM. Rishi gets upset because I put off the switches there as well. Yet he's still
But
in the
that's
room.
not, please don't do
I'm
that.
trained.
That's the
I'm
worst.
trained.
Don't be that person.
My
Don't be
dad
that
trained me from
person.
childhood. Everywhere I go, I put things off. I
Yeah,
leave the
but
gym, I put things off, and then everybody's in.
okay,
I just
that's
do
like,
it. It's natural.
that's, you're not an environmentalist. You're a
Is it
menace.
wrong?
It's
I'm
like,
a
you're
prick.
a menace.
The word prick comes to mind. Yeah.
Like,
Okay, Cyrus. Sorry. This comment comes from Ramanathan Neelakantan. Cyrus acting like my parents now,
See,
switching off AC when I have
see,
3-4
there's a
hours
whole
of sleep still
subculture of
left.
us people who do this. Because my father convinced us the room stays
Subculture
cold
nahi hai.
anyway.
This is Indian culture.
culture. It's
Yeah,
a mad
it's
Indian uncle culture. Like
it's
you're
there.
peak uncle when you do that.
I'm just saying it's there across north, south, east, west of India. There are people like me. It's not like one person who's doing this in the entire country. Lots of people put things off immediately and conserve energy. Sustainability is a factor here. What about that?
No, it's just convenience. You've got up at a certain
That's
time. You're leaving the room. You put it off. Whoever else
the
is lying there,
the
sorry,
end
bad luck.
result to tweak Machiavelli and the Arthashastra a little bit. The end result justifies the means, not just the end justifying the means. The end result is what? The end
I
result
love
is that I have sustained everything there. Yeah.
Shavik
No,
Bakchi says
No,
my
that's
bike
because
switches off the
Kautilya came
fan
up with
while
it.
I'm
This is
sleeping.
Chanakya Kautilya's
No,
real
Shovik,
thing,
she
which
needs to
Machiavelli
clean the
works on in The
house.
Prince.
But
These
that,
are my
but
She
this,
favorite
needs to
dude,
clean the
this is a bi problem. I think all the bis met one day and they decided that when they're done sweeping, they will not put the fan back on.
Because after
Everybody
the
has this
sweeping,
problem.
but
Why
after
is his
sweeping,
boy
when they do
sleeping with him in the
pota,
same room?
then
He's not
they put the
sleeping with him. She comes to clean the room and switches off the fan.
It
And when
doesn't
she
say
leaves, she
that
doesn't switch
clearly.
it back
It just
on.
says that my buy switches off the thing. So that just insinuates that perhaps I don't want
no,
to get into
Cyrus. It does
this.
not insinuate that. No, but
maybe
my
it's
also
bay. Like he messed up the I and the E, and he's like, my bay switches
So
off
is
it while
shipping,
I'm.
is commodities going through the ground right now that you have to turn to comedy and prey on us
Like I
vultures?
would
We
fail
don't have
so
enough flesh here
badly.
for ourselves. You
I
want
would
to
fail
join the
so
club? A
badly.
market which there are more people performing than watching. Please leave us alone. Yeah.
I
Kajol,
agree.
what are you
That's
saying?
true.
Indian bedrooms, okay, they never keep the light and fan switch near the bed. For some reason, it's always near the door. So even if
Yeah.
someone
Yes.
switches off the fan, you have to get out of bed and put it
Because
back on.
you're gonna
Yeah.
put on the light when you enter the door, right? You're gonna stumble in the dark and reach the
But
bed and
nowadays,
then
in,
put
in,
on.
in modern bedrooms, they have
It's
light
by
switches
the
also near
bedside.
the bed. It's near the bedside, like
I do it out
hotels.
of
A
I
You
do it
do
out
the
lamp.
of love,
hotel thing,
Kajal.
that master switch, which is near the
Yeah.
bedside table. So that one gets you into bed.
I
I
do that out
like
of
that
love
one.
because I love to hear my wife's voice first thing in the morning, which is put the fucking fan on. And just
So
I just feel that beautiful.
Every time you tell us about Aisha, even though you make her sound like the aggressor, it always comes down to everyone else feeling like she was justified. She was
Yeah.
I saw
yeah,
her.
what
She's
did
a
you
militant.
do?
She's a
What did
militant
you do for her to
fascist
react like
personality.
this?
I'm Mother Teresa. I'm a gentle person. I'm a bit
No,
of a
no, no,
tease.
no,
I
no.
agree and all that, but not more
This
than
is
that.
wrong. This is
I'm
I
a
wrong,
bit of
Cyrus.
a
only raise my
tease.
hand when I'm pressing. Bars.
Cyrus, what are you
How
teasing?
do I get
Using
out? Kajal,
a
help
Cyrus,
me get out of
that
this
is that
one.
is terrible
Twisting
tease
myself here.
also. It
I
was
didn't
terrible.
mean it. Stop it, you evil women. That's not what I meant to say. Yeah,
But I think
okay.
it's the I think it's a bill paying thing
It was
because
just a
during
weird.
COVID,
I
Nothing
know.
happens like this, Cyrus.
Yeah, well, we
Yeah,
win some, lose some.
so
Let
fail.
this
it go now. Yeah, okay.
electricity thing
Red
though,
card.
I will
Yes.
say this just to like take us back on topic was more
Speaking of
that I think it's a
electricity,
yeah,
Let
okay,
her
yeah,
finish,
take
you
it away.
fucking
No,
bully.
take it away. It's done. I was trying to help. I don't want to get into this. I was trying
again
to get us off.
contractually obligated to do topics from the list. Uh, this is the fuck all segue. So electricity comes from science. Speaking of science, scientists have found
Okay,
It's
my
not a
have
bad
story was
found
segue.
better.
We've
No,
had
my
much
story
worse
was
segues.
my story was better, hands down.
I'm
You
no
fuck with
But you
that.
didn't
Shreyas.
complete your story, so I'll never
What
know.
was your story? Yeah, Ayushi.
No, my story was nothing. I think it's just like this weird mentality of also Indian cheapness. Like during COVID, where I took over all the like all the bills because everything became online, right? And I used to be able to do it so much quicker. And I found that the minute I
That's
started
so
getting the
mean.
electricity bills on my phone and looking at them, I was going around the house. The fuck is wrong with all of you leaving all these fans and lights and everything off and just putting them off? And that's when my dad was like, now you get it. Now you see when you look at a bill and you realize how much you're wasting. And I think it's just we're all cheap. We're all cheap people.
No,
How
but what
rich
is
are you guys
the
that you
cheap
don't even
is a
look at
harsh
your
word.
bills?
It does even though it
No, not
confused.
me. He looks at them, not me. I never used to
Exactly.
look at the bill.
Cheap is a very, I don't think it's the right word you're using. That's like an abusive, exaggerated word. The word you're using is more like frugal, careful. It's more in that
Yes.
area. This cheap is
Yes.
terrible because cheap is like, okay, I want to buy a second-hand car instead of first-hand car, but I just want to save money and I don't care what it
That's
looks
not
like.
cheap.
That's
That's also smart. I'm buying a second-hand car. There's nothing wrong
thanks.
with that.
There is
Ayesha,
a
you listen to
Hindi
her.
there is a Hindi मुहावरा about this कि पैर उतने ही फैलाने चाहिए जितनी लंबी चादर हो.
Correct.
Thank you very
Wow,
much.
even your
Yes.
quotes
Because
are,
I have a
somewhat
chadar that doesn't
slangy,
fit.
Abbas.
So this is
Huh?
exactly right. My legs are always under the out of the chadar because it's only like 5 feet.
Exactly,
And
because
I'm a
you
bit longer,
extend
yeah.
everything. You overspend.
No, it's because it was for the kids when they were like 7 or 8, and then
You're
I
you're
took
left
it.
in the cold, which is why you switch off the AC as soon as you get up.
I don't switch off the AC because I love cold. But the thing is, I'm not there, so why should anyone else enjoy the cold? I
Right.
basically put it off.
You're sadist as
So
well.
you're not cheap. You're just selfish.
Self-centered, selfish. No, I'm very generous, as you will know one day when I leave the podcast to you. You'll be, oh, he died
Yeah,
so
do we
young.
inherit? We should look at the
Do
contract.
we
Do
inherit?
we
Jara,
inherit?
do we
Of course,
Who's
you
the
inherit?
first in the line
You're
of
all
succession?
shareholders. You're well,
Does
Silvery
Silvery
was,
get
but
it
we have to
first?
unbox him. Until then, we can't,
Imagine if there's like a
Well,
succession-based show
given
on
Silvery's
Cyrus
heart
says, like,
problems,
who does he
Imagine
give it to?
you'll hire gundas and start killing each other and all
yeah,
because it's a
exactly.
podcast.
No, but listen, someone on the YouTube comments went and wrote an entire tier architecture of the hosts. Okay, there's tier
Shut
1,
up.
tier 2.
Really?
Yeah, I know. You're on tier 1, Ayushi. You can rest. Abbas was on tier 4. He'll have to work a bit.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
I reject this tier theory.
How
Which
can they
tier is
take this?
Cyrus? Which tier is Cyrus?
It's not
I'm
about
Cyrus
me.
is
It's about
above. He's the monarch.
I must have written it.
He's the monarch. That's true.
Do you
But how
remember
do
the
we
rest of the tiers?
It's
I'm
a
on tier
class
2
conscious
with
podcast.
Shreyas.
Okay. What?
Uh,
Shreyas is
yeah.
on tier. I'm below Shreyas.
Why is
You're
Abbas
two
on
One
four
tiers
second.
then?
I don't
below
even
Shreyas.
host that much. By the way, I've hosted twice so far, so this is not a good poll because you guys have hosted a
He
lot more
likes
than
girls,
I have.
boss. Come on, it's a gender divide here. Straight away he likes the
Again,
girls,
you
but I
brought
would do the
gender
same thing.
into this. You're
So
such
I
a
think
woman.
Panya-
Always bringing gender
Panya-
into things.
Panya's on tier 1.
From a ladies' man.
Naveen
to a
Panya is
on
also
ladies'.
tier 1.
Panya's
But
tier 1.
Panya's never hosted.
Shriram is on tier 1.
Hey, fuck all. Then Sriram only
Naveen?
wrote this.
Hey, that's not right. But
By
how
the way,
is- how
yesterday-
is-
Okay,
but
who's
how
on
is
4
Puneet
other than
on-
Abbas?
How is Puneet on 1? I've never been. Has he hosted? I've never
I
been
think
on
it
a
must have
Puneet
been a
hosted
He's
panelist
show.
terrible.
tier.
He must have bought
Not-
it.
not
I mean,
host.
I'm sure. Huh?
The panelist
Eh?
tier. Yeah.
But who's on 4?
Me.
On 4 is Abbas and okay, one second. Now that you're not going on
Antariksh.
so much, I'll have to pull it
By
up.
the way, people were very
Antariksh
worried
must be
yesterday.
one.
Sriram was not speaking much. They were like, did he have a breakup?
I know he was very quiet
He was-
yesterday.
he was
very.
low
I
energy
tuned in. I had
and-
time yesterday. Oh, sorry. Also, I apologize. Yesterday, I was a menace on the show.
Yeah,
Sparsh
you were
has
non-stop,
messaged
man.
me on the side.
Keep quiet.
Stop
Get off
this.
the chat. Yeah.
Okay. Are you all ready? Are you all ready?
Yes, yes.
Can you share the screen
Tier-
or that won't be possible?
No, it's
I-
okay. You can read it out.
Tier
Oh, don't
1.
feel bad, Abbas. It doesn't mean anything.
I don't know. I'll have to give her shares, screen sharing permissions, and all that stuff.
And you don't want to because you're on the 4th tire, right? If it were the 1st tire, we'd be spending 20 minutes on this subject.
Correct.
Then I would have made a PowerPoint presentation on slide
This would have
1.
been the topic. This would have
Do
been
you
on
want
the
me to read
topic
it or
sheet.
not? Do you want
Yeah,
me to
yeah,
read
go
it?
back.
I made a mistake. Okay, Puneet is not on tier 1. Okay, tier 1: Amit, Antariksh, Ayushi, Naveen, Sriram. Tier two-
I belong there. I know it. Thanks.
I know you. Yes, good. Tier 2: Kajol, Shreyas. Tier 3: Akash, Meghnath, Puneet Panya. And tier 4: Abbas and Nivedita.
Wow.
Silvery?
Only 2 of us are employed by IVM, and that's tier 4. But the boss is on tier 1. So I don't know.
Why?
No,
tier
one second.
what is it-
Antariksh,
what does it
Antariksh
mean?
on tier 1.
Oh, yeah, Antariksh is also.
Well,
on one?
Meghnath is tier 3.
Yeah, Meghnath is tier
3,
3.
yeah.
But what does it mean? Why? What does the tier mean? Like, what does it denote? What does it try to say?
We
only
donate
have to
the least.
We only donate.
Okay, so tier 1 is
So what
the
is-
people this guy loves the most.
Yeah.
And
But
then
this
it
is
all
so
goes down.
arbitrary.
Oh,
These guys
wait,
are really
who he
just
likes
any- I
listening
mean,
to,
like,
or who has the most bhav on the show, kind of thing.
Who he likes the
No,
most.
no, it can't be. the
Why are you
most
asking
powerful.
us? We did
That's
not
the
write
story.
this.
We didn't write this.
Who's the guy who did
Can you
it?
tell the username of the person
Yes,
who
I
wrote
will.
this?
Yes, I
They
will.
might, if they are in the comments.
But it's a powerful
Extremist
female.
Enigma.
Oh, no wonder Sriram is tier 1. If his name is Extremist Enigma. Extremist Enigma, if you're in the chat today, please justify your
Isn't
tier
it a
list.
great way to polarize people? Just start a ranking system.
This,
It's
and you know
gonna
the thing is,
divide.
this is creating in-house drama, because now
Yeah.
this is like, on the chat there'll be some politics and all like.
And
No,
we
at the
should get
very least,
Diwali
there's dissent.
bonuses
Immediately, there's
based on
dissent,
this.
and then it gets really bad in wishes.
Did
because
someone say
people
the
are
word bonus?
We don't
upset.
get a Diwali bonus.
Yeah, we should.
अब्बास मनोजर इज सेइंग अब्बास श्रीराम से काहे जलता है? बहुत जलता हूं यार, हम दोनों फेल्ड
बाल के-
कॉमेडियंस हैं, हम दोनों
For
एक
the
दूसरे से
hair.
नहीं जलेंगे तो कौन जलेगा?
I thought
She's
it's
making a
because
Hair, I
nice
don't
joke.
give a
And
shit.
yeah.
What,
Sorry,
Cyrus?
Ayushi. Nothing. I
Like,
thought
it died.
you're killing
But
a
one
punchline.
second, I want to
you
go
killed
back
it.
to the
Start.
bonus thing. We don't get a Diwali bonus at IBM.
The bonus in IBM is you're still there after the
Sparsh is saying we.
That's the bonus.
He worked for IBM, no? This is
He
us.
does.
Is this
He's the only
Amit,
salaried employee.
money?
He's on tier 5. Sparsh is on 5. वो तो बेचारा अकेला है. There's nobody there.
Sparsh
Rishi
is
not even-
driving the train on which all these tears
Rishi
are.
still has to enter the road. Yeah, exactly.
I think Rishi is actually the enigma who's writing this. He's from.
Yesterday we asked Rishi so many questions about getting married, and he was very awkward about it.
Rishi's
honestly.
getting married?
Well, they're looking for.
No,
girls
he's
for
asked
him.
us to make a profile for him on shadi.com and like look for girls. Do you have anyone in mind, Ayushi?
Like,
How much do you
and
make?
he doesn't mind if the
Rishi?
look and all, plump, thin, tall, short,
much do you
old,
make?
young.
Is plump a
range
bad
देना.
thing about?
No, it's not a bad
Cyrus
thing. I'm saying he's very keen on any girl. He's
doesn't
not one of those
mind.
guys with the fixed,
Um,
How
I have
old
friends
is
who I.
Rishi?
Huh? Rishi
How
is
old is
28.
Rishi?
20, but he
Tell
looks
na, how
70.
old are you? He's pointing at the clock. Oh, never gives a shit
He's
about
getting
the
older. His
show.
point is he's getting older, Abbas, so be careful.
What, 20,
Yeah.
25? 25?
28, I checked all
He's
this,
26.
Baba.
He's
28.
He's 26 and he's getting
28.
married.
In
Rishi,
December, he
calm
will
the
turn
F
29,
down.
but he won't give us the exact date. So we have to find out.
Salary
now
पता
he-
ना, कोई सुन रहा होगा तो interested होगा.
So then how do we get him married?
देखो
No? We
भेजेगा.
have to. The salary is
26
not
में
gonna
क्या
work.
शादी करनी है? Like, go
20
He
enjoy
makes
yourself.
good money. He walks around with headphones that cost 14,000.
Ayushi, you're now demoted to tier 3 because of this attitude. 3 times that said his age is 28. Off you go. Remove her. Remove her. Put her down.
Please.
But the
Eknath
girl,
Cooper lao. Eknath Cooper lao.
The girl will have to move to Panvel if she marries Rishi. That's
Oh,
that's the thing.
I have to eliminate the one that I was thinking of.
No,
Oh,
listen, I've seen
damn.
Rishi without the clothes, and let me tell you, girls, this is going to be worth your while. Panvel is nothing. Nothing. I would walk with Rahul Gandhi from Kanyakumari to Kashmir to meet Rishi if I was a girl.
Wait, let me embarrass him a little more.
Please embarrass him. Why let him off the hook?
Rishi, how much do you make in
Oh,
a year?
sweet, the blushing bride. Oh, the ruk gaya bichara. And he's, what are you covering? His face is not even there. There's nothing to cover. Don't cover the headphones. Don't care. Oh, this
Sorry,
is
Sparsh,
tantamount to
the
sledging.
topics went out of the window.
I think you
But
can do
we-
another one. I think you can do one more.
Scientists
do
have
Amy's.
discovered 2 planets which are habitable planets, and you can apparently live up to 3,000 years. Would you be open
That's
to
not
that?
true. That's not true. You don't live up to 3,000
There's
years.
a lot of science. I just
You just have
Yeah,
a
go
no.
ahead.
It's because now this is ridiculous. You fucking
No, he
send
read
the
what he
sheet and
wanted
y'all
to.
don't
There
read
are
it.
8 lines. You read 3 of them, put them together, and that's it.
No,
the context changes.
The planets go. They take longer to go around their sun. So one of the planets takes like 8.5 days to go around the sun. So your year is so much
It's a
shorter.
longer year, but you
So
still
No,
die
no.
the same amount of time. if you
eight
look at it in
Earth days
seconds.
is 1 day there, correct?
No, so you just end up celebrating a lot more
2 days.
birthdays as such. So even the
2.7
article
days.
said it's about more parties. Article said it's parties. It's not like
One
because
thing
it's
India
just
doesn't need is
celebrating
more
more
parties.
birthdays.
I'm just going to give them out to you. BJP, Congress.
But it needs more
AAP,
parties.
TMC. I'm just saying. Let's just stop
That
there.
way, Parsis live double our lifetimes. They take.
Don't
you'll,
base it
you'll
on Prince
celebrate
Charles
each
and
birthday
the
twice.
family.
You'll celebrate each
That's true.
birthday
But
twice.
not the only the other communities also
Why?
have
Why
this,
twice?
Why do you
Parsi
have to
One
have
Parsi
a
Gujarati.
birthday?
calendar thingy and yeah. But it's hello. There are others
When's
who do
your
that
Parsi
also.
birthday,
No.
Cyrus?
I don't know. I don't even know my real birthday.
When's your
I don't
real
know.
birthday?
7th of August.
Oh damn it! I was going to
Oh
give it
yeah, it
another
went. We
date.
celebrated it. We celebrated.
Cyrus
yeah,
and
yeah.
my
Yeah, yeah.
mom share
Thanks
a
for the
birthday.
presents. Oh nice. No,
Yeah.
don't call me mom, huh? Whatever happened. That's not right. Yeah.
There's a bit
I
of
was
an
gonna actually, I was
Yeah.
gonna reach out to Cyrus when the Queen died because I was like, is everything? Did
The
you
only person
manage?
really upset was Kunal, who at 11:15 is messaging us. Is it true? Is it true? You know, I mean,
Because he lost
I didn't have the same feeling to
Because
be
he
honest.
lost a character.
No, not just the character. He's a royalist. He and my daughter, so they really take all this seriously. For me, I was like, can you let me sleep? I've got squats in the morning. It's horrible.
But have you seen the videos of Charles? Like he just looks like such an unlikable idiot. Like it's horrible.
You've got your British visa, right? Just checking.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
we
I
already
have it
an hour in. I
secured.
think we should go to the
England
AMAs.
is like India. There are two types. There's the royalists and the non-royalists. The royalists are very touchy. It's like sacred. You can't say anything about the monarchs or anything like that. The monarchy.
What
You get
rubbish.
very
I think
That
it's
happened
ridiculous.
to someone.
Different to
Someone
them.
heckled. Prince
She knows. She
Andrew.
was in Warwickshire for 10 years. Huh?
Yeah, but
Someone-
they know over there, yes, there are royalists and there are the like
Yeah.
very
And
anti-monarch.
they're like
I
us. They're
belong to
emotional
the
about their
latter.
we Indians are with religion when it comes to that.
No, but 1 second. If the entire country can discuss how Charles called himself a tampon, okay, then to me that is the biggest skewering ever, right? There's no freedom
No,
of
look
thought.
at what they're doing. There's a queue and this is not even a lie. There's a 5-mile queue stretching through London, and people are standing in it and walking for 5 miles. It's going to take them upwards of 2 days to walk past her coffin. You can't stop there. You can't do anything. You can't leave the
Kajol,
queue. You can't place hold
I'll
the queue.
give you a
nothing.
parallel.
It's
It's like for
insane.
me to walk in Walkeshwar when VIP movement is there. Okay, and the cops tell you, get out, and throw you out of the road. It's exactly the same feeling. But you can't go anywhere. But you're sort of going somewhere, but not really going anywhere at the same time. It's really bad. And that's what they're going through. It's a nation grieving.
I love
Vinayak
this
Shankar
comment,
Sharma is
Abbas.
saying, cut to Cyrus releasing his 100,000th episode, still talking about VIP movement. Okay, we should go to the AMAs.
But Abbas, by then you'll be on tier 3. Huh? I'll fight.
I'm sorry, what? Wait. Stop everything. VB just said
Yeah.
Roger Federer has retired.
Oh, really? Oh, how sad.
What?
After next
Or maybe
week.
that is not, I guess.
No.
Is he pretty? Guys, we don't have time to discuss that. I'm sorry.
Ayushi,
We'll
Alcaraz has come.
take it up.
This is the
on
first time I
Monday.
actually feel the old order changeth.
Yes, it
Alcaraz
is.
at
It is.
19, US Open, that run on the other end, two
Is it
finals
true?
in this year,
Spurs is
Grand
fact
Slam
checking.
finals, and you got all the 3-4 Zverev once he
You
recovers.
I think
Thiem.
all of them actually, no, Medvedev, Zverev, all of them are really good. It's just that I don't
That's
think
what.
anyone's going to do the 22 Grand Slam thing anymore.
He's
That's
19.
done.
Carlos is only 19, and he's already got one down. Okay, Nadal's now reaching the end of his tether. Djokovic is not going to be allowed to play anything but Wimbledon, and he'll be 35 next year.
No,
So,
I
hello.
think next year they'll allow him to play the Aussie one. They won't do it again.
No, we've got monkey flu and all. We're pushing other things now. How will the medical fraternity survive
You
without scaring
bite your
people?
tongue right now. That none of this is coming. I want to play. I want to see Novak play. That's all.
I
don't
love
care about the
Novak, but
flu.
you crazy people going after this COVID for the last 3 years, wearing masks and cleaning hands. Who's
I
going to stop
agree.
you
It's a
misbehaving
scam.
again?
It wasn't real.
Scam!
COVID. Fake news.
Bastards. These people in this building next to me and the next building, put your mask on,
Oh,
put
yes.
your mask on.
He
I'll put a
has
mask up your
announced
ass,
his
man.
retirement.
I would really do that. I just said it.
Oh, I
Okay,
think I
we'll
need to
cry
go
about
cry.
his retirement more the next time Ayushi is on the panel. With that,
What are
we'll
you
go
saying?
to the
Abbas, it's not a small
AMAs.
thing. You talked about the Queen, and that's a huge thing, end of an era. But Roger
This is
Federer retiring is a
This is
huge
so much
thing.
bigger. This is
It's
huge.
The first
I mean,
question
India
comes
should
from Aditya
not work
Raju.
tomorrow. Friday,
Cyrus, what
yeah.
is your take on the khaki shorts burning pic shared by Congress? Why is Bharatiya Jumla Party hurt with this pic?
I think Congress missed a trick. If you want to talk about khaki shorts, you should say that they've copied the British. It's not a very desi thing. And you should point out that this is a very Britishy thing. So they are royalists and they want the colonizers back. That's what they should have said. That would have made logic to me. This when you start behaving like the opposition, everybody's just thugs. I don't get it. It's just not fun anymore. It's like banter and abuse. Banter is fun. Abuse is just stupid. It's like savages, just vile abuse. Like you and me, Abbas, we do banter. Silvery
know.
and you and me, we
Abuse.
abuse him. We just keep abusing him. It's very different.
Okay, the next one comes from Gaurav Pilania. This is for all of us. Good evening, all. What's your favorite comfort food?
Chips. I love chips.
Ghee and hot rice.
Just rice and ghee?
No, then I have fish with it. But ghee and
I know
hot rice.
Spurs is
is-
asking
The
not
gun-
patta
gun was
gobi.
feeling
Is that
your
an
mother's
inside
head.
joke?
You have to check your fever every day. It sounds terrible.
What? Ghee and rice?
Ayushi?
Okay, that's what you like.
Honestly, a really good comfort food is like mutton biryani on a Sunday. That eating with your hands with some raita, that's like yum.
I'm sorry to say, so far,
My whole
Kajol,
mouth's filled with spit. My
your
whole
suggestion
mouth
is
filled
just
with
not
spit
working
right
for me.
now.
I think my chips, as boring as they sound, everybody likes chips. Mutton biryani, everybody likes mutton biryani or biryani of some kind.
Yeah, but that's
So at
what
the moment,
comfort food is supposed to be, right?
Yeah, but the ghee and the rice thing is like
The ghee
punishment.
and the
It's like,
rice,
you
I
didn't
don't
do your
know.
homework. That's all you get. Yeah.
For
Ghee
me,
and
it's
rice is amazing.
khichdi and coconut chutney. Comfort food. Okay.
Ghee and
khichdi
rice
is
is
up
tier
there.
3.
I
That is
think
tier 4.
khichdi and ghee,
Okay.
khichdi and ghee is good.
Yeah.
Vivek
My wife
Barthwal
is
says
back.
Thursday evening is such a schedule killer. I'm so used to listen to it during commute that I have started listening to the old episodes. Cyrus as a creature for the
What is
audio
Okay,
listeners,
everyone has to
You
Cyrus
have
is
to say
getting a
killer
scolding.
at the same time. Did that word have to come out at the exact same time? You've synchronized. I should behave yourself. They start realizing the truth, that my ranting is all correct and that I'm a prisoner. Help me. Help me. No, everything's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's great here. Like, stop behaving like this, no? Look, behave your age. Your age is a pensioner's age. We don't behave like this.
Ouch.
I'm younger. I'm a little younger.
Uh, hmm.
I'm 3 months
Does
younger.
the
I really am.
as a creature
I,
of habit do the
she's my
Thursday
MILF.
episodes?
Sorry.
Oh right. Oh my god. As a creature of habit, do the Thursday episodes bother you? Or in the
Me?
evening? Yep.
Yeah, they bother me
That's
when the
the
day ends.
question.
Like today, I had nothing much to do after the shoot. So by 2:30, I was done, and then I have to kill time for 3 hours and not fall asleep, which is a horrible feeling if there's not much to do.
This
So
episode
yeah,
always kind of is a bit trickier because not everyone makes it to the studio for it. So it's majority of the
nobody
time it's
makes it.
everyone. Yeah. So it's kind of I
It's
feel like
always
maybe
one
that could be a
person.
difference.
Kajol has never gone for this episode
I
Thursday
go
evening,
mostly on Thursdays to the studio.
but in the
Oh,
morning
you
at
go to the studio.
11:45.
Yeah. I don't think
I
I've ever
prefer
seen
the
you. We've never been in the studio at the same time. It's crazy.
Hmm.
It's also the not going to the studios to do with Rishi and Sparsh also, because the way they treat women, both of them. I mean, Sparsh is really disgusting,
Sparsh,
and
no,
Rishi is
Sparsh
too
is quite
bashful. So
nice.
it's
I
First
mean,
is a
Kajol,
hit
I
with
get
the
where you're coming
ladies,
from.
and Rishi
Who?
is looking for a lady. So I
Both of them
think.
have better hair than ladies. What are you talking about?
they're
Who women
both
like?
very sweet.
Speaking of
She's
hair,
so sweet.
the next question is from Shay Kumar. Only you three can answer this. How do I cope with hair loss? I'm
I,
26.
I've
Hey
got hair
man,
loss, but
rock it.
yeah, you can just own it. But Shrey, I'll say this: sometimes what happens is the hair loss happens and it stops there, more or less. So once you deal with where you are, it doesn't. Abbas, you
Yeah.
shave, right?
Yes.
So it's not
Okay.
And
exactly
like
the
it
way it is
works
right
for
now.
Abbas. I think like
So
it's
he's
part
gone
of
for the
his
full.
look.
He's
I
gone
think
for the
it's
full
having
cool.
Monty.
It
dated
works with his
having
look.
dated two
Wait,
bald
wait, wait.
men.
Escapades,
Yeah.
sexcapades are coming. I have to hear every word. Let me record this and go. There will be a broken
Having
bed and lots of fun.
Sparsh's fourth clip of the day. Yeah.
Yeah.
having dated two bald men, I can just tell you that they are the
At the same
sexiest and
time,
the hottest in bed.
Raghu
Okay?
Rajiv,
I
you
agree.
Bald
already
men,
Tier one.
uh,
Kajol,
hot,
just put it out there. Tier one in dating. The bald
tier
men.
one in dating, bald men.
All right.
and
Okay.
and you enjoyed the bald men. They were nice.
Yo, they were amazing.
So there's a connection between amazing and being bald, is what you're saying?
Amazing in bed and being bald. There is some connection. I don't
There,
have to
I
lie.
agree.
Abbas,
Two thumbs up. Yes.
you're the sex god of
I
the
approve.
podcast. Abbas, you're the sex god of the podcast. No one else is bald,
And
right?
was there any
Other
doubt?
guys?
Abbas is
No.
IVM's Johnny
That means
Sins.
the opposite, direct opposite, contrary to this would be Rishi and Sparsh with great hair.
Yeah,
Horrible.
exactly. Suck in bed.
Horrible. Yes, horrible.
Wow,
No
we have
wonder we
just
can't get
Not,
him
not in
married.
a good way.
Yeah.
Suck in bed.
No,
as
no,
in-
no.
it's all unraveling. All
I'm
of
told
it is
they do
unraveling
stupid
so
things like they
quickly.
face the wrong way. So there's no question of it happening also.
But they can't
That's
see.
stupid.
Sparsh possibly can't see what's
Yeah,
happening.
he's always
That's
playing in his
the
hair
other
like that.
thing.
तो एक बात बताऊं, look, it's like this, yaar, Rani, I can't do this today.
Yeah,
there's
their
a lot
hands
of
are just occupied with
relatable
their hair.
laughter is
It's
happening in the
terrible.
studio.
It's terrible. Terrible.
And Rishi takes off his clothes but keeps the earphones on. Now, who wants to, I mean, that's, but he's just, it's like his blanket.
Can
his
you
security
be a
blanket.
little louder? Can you come close to the mic?
To the mic. Can you come close to the mic, please? Adjust.
Did he abuse? What tire abuse was it? Tire 1, tire 2, tire 3, tire 4.
Oh man. Oh, damn it. Okay, one last question comes from Shavik Bakshi. It's a long one. Part one of the question is Dada has confirmed women's IPL starting from next year. Bill Burr said in his special that WNBA isn't popular because women don't come out to watch the games in large numbers. He continues, and hence it affects the commerce since we have two female panelists today. Want to know what are your views, and don't you think that it'll be the case for women's IPL in India too?
Okay, so I'm the only one who saw much of the match yesterday
The
between England and
two
India.
female panelists. I would
I'm
love
saying
to hear
Smriti
that.
Hey,
Mandhana,
Cyrus
with
is a
a
female. He's a
fantastic
tier
60
two
odd.
Cyrus
female.
is a female. We gave
Tier
him the
two,
I'm a
right
tier
to
female.
two,
say.
tier
I
two.
follow the Indian cricket team, the women's cricket team, whatever you want to call them, and I got
Not
to say
whatever
it's
you want
very.
to call them. That is what they're called. The
No, but
women's
there's
cricket
no
team.
argument. Ayushi, you don't understand. As a woman, you don't understand the arguments about batter as against batswoman being removed. You say you have a neutral word instead of batsman or batswoman. You say batter
Or all of
or
that,
bat.
but does it? All of I
In
think
Bengali,
that's
we
That's
just
all
say
playing in.
batter G.
That would be only the ones from the east. Now we can't use it for
See,
everyone.
this you don't get it at the 10 a.m. shows.
Rishi woke up. Rishi is very upset. With a little bit of sledging. Rishi is a new man altogether. Slept through the first half of the show. Yeah. But no. Listen, he's right. Women don't turn out to watch sports, so you have to blame women then if it doesn't get more popular. But I watch mud wrestling, I watch
you
beach
just
volleyball, and I watch women's cricket.
you
Women's
But I
cricket is
just
very
mean,
discussed
interesting.
Federer with Ayushi like for 10 minutes, so it's not like they don't come out to watch sports.
She
no,
watches
it's
men
not.
playing sports. She's a sexist. She knows everything about Federer and the top 5 tennis players. She named them one after another. Ask them the top 5 women players right now. Right now, Abbas, ask Ayushi.
Emma, I don't know how to say her
Watson?
last name.
But
I
you're
don't want to.
struggling. You're
No, I don't want
struggling.
to butcher it. I'd rather canoe. I don't want to say it wrong.
You're,
I think I said it
yeah.
wrong.
Yeah. No, it's
Uh,
okay. I'll give you that. Then
then
you
then
know how
I
fast
am
you
a
say the
sexist.
male names. They go tuck, tuck, tuck,
I
tuck,
am
tuck,
a
tuck.
My
sexist.
question is, in the women IPL, will the males be the cheerleaders?
I would like that.
Okay, Abbas, you've fallen to 5. We've just pushed you down to 5 as a special category. So, akela hai bhai. Get your Novocaine when you come for the show. Yeah.
No, the real test will be if they pay the same amount of money that they pay the male
No,
players
they
for the
don't. They will
IPL.
No,
not
they
because the market
don't.
dictates. There's no question.
But I
You know,
do think that you have
advertisers
to
are
start somewhere. I think you have to start somewhere.
exactly.
Maybe if you give it a try, like next year will be exciting because I know for a fact there's a lot of like women that I know who are excited to do the exact thing that everyone's saying is go and support, put our money where our mouth is kind of a thing of go, support, make it a workable, profitable model for the sport. So it'll take time, but it needs to start. At
And
least
if
now
we
we'll have
if
it.
we win a T20 World Cup or a 50-over World Cup, it'll make a huge difference also. Because
Of course
whenever
it
we are in
will.
the finals or semis, we get good ratings for women's cricket. Cricket I'm talking about.
Absolutely.
Women's badminton has better ratings than male badminton very often. So it's not a complete 100% thingy. It all depends on how you create these
On
stars.
and you
Yeah.
have to start. And I think what I will say one thing, like I don't know how many of you follow like these Instagram pages of like us of our Indian cricket team and everything. Our national handle posts equal amount, not I don't think equal amounts, of course, because the men play more, but they post a lot of they're pushing a lot of these women out there. You're getting to see them as like proper names, they're getting endorsements. I'm not saying it's perfect, but I'm saying it's moving in the direction that we'd like to
I
see
think
it. I think it'll
thing
be
is,
good. It's important to
Insta,
start somewhere.
but Ayesha, Insta should have 2 options, one audio only and one video. So the audio should be only the male cricketers, we only hear them but don't see them, and the women cricketers we see but don't hear. I'm happy with that.
Tier one
Like
panelist
that.
has a comment. Tier one panelist Sriram says women's cricket will be mainstream the day their houses are also destroyed when they lose to Pakistan.
This is actually a good point.
Kajol,
That's a
he's
scary
got hair.
prediction.
Sriram has lots of hair. Don't praise him. This guy's hair is
I'm
like
not hitting on Sriram.
from
And
Chembur to
Citric,
Malad.
I've
mentioned
never
I'm not
heard.
hitting on Abbas either. I'm just making a comment that it was a good thought.
But the comment is that Sriram versus Abbas, you would pick Abbas.
Forget
I would
that.
not pick either of them. I've
No,
done
very
a
good
research
point. No,
show on
I
first track
want
with
the
both
answer
of
to
them.
that. Please,
I don't
please,
want
please.
either.
One
By the
second.
way,
If you
can
know,
I say
I'll put it this
yes?
way: if you had to unbox Abbas or Silvery, who would you unbox and why?
I would.
I'll tell you why. Antariksh, only because it's a lot layers before you get to something disturbing. There's
But
a
if
lot
you
more
unbox
layers.
me, you're gonna like what you see much more.
Ah, tier 1.
End the
I mean,
show.
Captain
End the
That
Ravi,
show.
doesn't
tier
happen
1
at the
mark.
10 a.m. show.
Huh?
Has to
Yeah,
shut.
yeah,
It has to stop.
I am in tier 1, says Abbas. Yes.
Ah,
Which means
ah.
Amit, Antariksh, Ayushi, and Naveen has to go down. One of them because numbers have to stay the same. So shall we?
Naveen
No,
can
I
go
think
down.
Naveen, he's not here. He's not
Oh.
listening. Okay, Naveen,
No,
sorry,
the
Papa, you're not here.
I've
Mm.
got,
Badum
it's a joke. No.
Right. Okay, guys. Tomorrow Volvo episode. Do check it out.
Where
Cyrus.
the client had to pay for the toll. Just for that,
No,
it's
it's
worth
not that.
watching.
It's not that episode. That comes later on.
Oh,
Do you have a guest for tomorrow?
I don't know.
Ashay Bhave, who has the brand called Theli, which is which is a vegan brand,
He's a
and
kid. He's
that's
so
There's
something.
young
a
and he's a
brand called
multimillionaire already.
Kaylee.
Yes,
He's
Like,
like
it's
that.
very
he's like 19
interesting
years old and
actually.
he's
Yes,
super rich, superstar. It's
he's not
How old is
unprecedented.
he?
19.
How
20,
old is he?
He's 22. Spurs says.
22.
Yeah,
Oh,
younger than
Yeah.
Spurs.
No,
No,
they're the
I'm
same age. Oh.
Okay.
very
Yeah,
young.
interesting episode. Check it out
But
tomorrow,
are
10
you sure you're
a.m.
interested in meeting him? He's got a girlfriend, but he's not married.
I want to stop working, Cyrus. So I just
He's the
at
guy.
this
He's the
point,
future.
I mean,
I want
Rishi's
something
right
fun in my
here.
life.
No, but with Rishi,
I'm
she
not
has
going
to
to
work.
Panvel. I'm
With
not
Rishi,
going to
Rishi will stop
Panvel.
working. But you have a ship?
But Ayushi, would you marry a rich guy who's a vegan?
Why?
Oh,
Someone's
that
asked you?
shit. That is a
Yeah.
tough one.
Yeah, because vegan is really tough.
It's very tough.
But
Okay, you know what? I'll be the rich man and a non-vegetarian.
Whoa, nice.
it all depends
Okay,
on the power
guys.
dynamic. I would marry a
Yes.
rich man if he is a vegan.
Hmm.
Tell me, Kajol, somebody asked you to marry him and he was a vegan? And was he not bald? What are the whole issues?
I have never been able to
A
go on a date
hairy
with a vegan.
vegan.
Yeah.
A
Because
hairy
the thing
vegan.
is, the problem
I'm
with
wondering
the
if-
vegan is the problem with the vegan is not the food. It's the talking that they do about
Oh
their
my
food.
god,
Yeah?
exactly.
They don't
Why is
shut
it a
up.
personality trait? Why is
Yeah.
it something so big? Like, do
It's
I
a
talk
badge
about
they
meat all
wear.
the time? No.
I know.
Yeah. But you know, I had this visual of Kajol dating a guy who she really likes, but he's got long hair. So every night she snips a little bit of it, hoping that one
Like
day it's like
Delilah.
yeah, like
Delilah.
yeah, and hopefully Samson doesn't lose his power. He take on the head, and Abbas on the other hand is a virile young man.
Oh,
But
yes,
Abbas, you're seeing a girl, right? Because you mentioned offline. Anyway, for another day, fair enough.
Hey, man. Yeah, it's
So we're
sexuality
all
is a
single,
But on the
guys.
show, always ladies
Ayushi
will
is
get
single,
upset.
right? Ayushi is single. Kajol
Yes.
single. Abbas wants to be single, at least officially, and I'm single because you saw what happened. So that's it. Single. That's it. All right,
Can you
single.
All
put
right, guys.
Ayesha on the show next time? I think she should be the host next time. It'll be
When
fun.
we do a wrestling episode, yeah, women in
Women's wrestling.
middle-aged
Women's
women in tights.
wrestling.
So I can also take part. Okay, bye.
Exactly. Bye.
Bye bye.